Hey guys, you're listening to Growing Up Italians podcast, and I'm Mauro Castano from Carlos Bakery, home of the Cake Boss. I hope you saw us on TLC. You better.
What's up, everybody? This is the Growing Up Italian podcast, and today we have a very special guest, Mauro Castano. You may have seen him on a TV show, right?
Yeah, Mauro, a little bit. Yeah.
A lot of people love you, buddy. A lot of people love you.
I just do my thing, you know. I hate to say it, I don't do nothing special. I just do what I do that I've always done, and I don't know why, but people like it. People like it, you know. I think that's the reason why. I think that exactly. I think that's the reason why they like us, because they it's not BS. I mean, we, you know, like, we know what's going on, but the things that you see that happen between the family members and the workers, it's all true. It went on yesterday, it's going on today, and it will go on tomorrow. That's just the way we are.
No, I love that. I mean, I just want to tell you, there's so many people in Italy that love you guys.
Oh.
And Brazil, all over the world. You guys are truly like a global brand. And
yeah,
I remember seeing you guys like on TV all the time. My family would always watch. And I love the whole structure of the show, like ordering a crazy cake, you guys delivering, you know. So, you know, I'm glad it comes full circle. Like someone I watch on TV, now I got opportunity to sit down and talk with them.
Yeah, and you know, I think you say it right. I think if people really like listen to the words "growing up Italian," see, it's a pet peeve of mine that I have. We're growing up Italian in the United States. We're not
growing up Italian American almost. Right?
Yeah, it's hard to explain. Sometimes I think that we take more pride in being Italians, and I don't want to offend Italians than Italians. They take it for granted what they have. We don't. See, like, when my family comes here, like, you know, you said family comes here all the time. They always ask the bakery, Cake Boss, oh my God, how's Buddy? Well, you know, this and all that. You know, can I get a picture, this, that? But I like that we represent growing up Italian, being Italian Americans here in the United, and we represent Italy in such a good way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to tell you?
So, Mauro, it's not the first time we said this on this podcast. We said on a bunch of episodes that we hold some traditions more than Italians that are currently living in Italy. And it's not really a secret. I feel like a lot of people feel the same way.
Yeah. I mean, like you go down my basement, and I'm not kidding you. I mean, I could take pictures and send them to you. I got super side hanging. I got gabagool hanging. I got homemade wine down there. I got tomatoes in the jars that we do. We do like almost like 900 to 2,000 jars, depending on which members of the family.
How many people you whack it up with?
Well, we whack it up. Usually it's, of course, the four sisters, my brother-in-law, Buddy, five of them. And usually my father's there, Danny, you know, Danny the Mule from the bakery. He's there usually with us. So, like, we'll buy extra and we'll give them some. But usually, you know, Lisa, Buddy and Lisa, shit, they're good for like 500-600 jars. Like, I take like 300-400, you know, but it's something that I love doing.
It goes.
And I love doing that. You know, sometimes it costs you more money. You can go buy a damn can and it costs you cheaper. It's just the thing of doing it. You know what I'm saying?
It's tradition, though, too. Keeping a tradition alive.
You know? Exactly. It's just where I remember as a little kid, you know, I came here when I was 12 years old, 1976. I remember.
I don't know if today our main goal today is people that know you. Hopefully they learn a little more. And people that don't know you, they're going to discover who you are, what you're about.
Yeah.
So we were speaking on the phone and you told me that you were born in Italy, and I really didn't know, except you said in a couple of shows that you were born in Italy, but and you came here when you were 12. So where's your family from over there? Like, where did you grow up exactly?
So my father was in the military. He was in Milano.
Okay.
And my mother's from Reggio Emilia, and her older sisters had moved to Milan. So My father met my mother. They got married. I was born in '64. I was born in Milan. Then we went to Bernalda. That's where my father's from, La Provincia di Matera. So my father's from Matera. You want to say Bernalda, which is the home of Francis Ford Coppola. That's where he was born. And my mother's from La Provincia di Reggio Emilia. It's called Casina. It's a small little town up in the mountains there. It's beautiful. But we grew up in Taranto, the city of Taranto, which is about, I would say, 45 minutes north of Bernalda. And my father went back and forth because he had family here. We came here, I think, in '66. In fact, I was born in Italy. My second brother was born, the second one in the family. My brother was born in the United States. The third one was born in the United States. Then my father went back to Italy. My sister was born in 1970.
Wow.
And then we came back here in '76. My mother, we came here February.
So you went back and forth one time?
Twice, yeah,
oh
twice. My father, my brother, my youngest, Stephen, he was born here, but my mother was on a plane 8 months pregnant. We came here on the 16th of February, and he was born on March 3rd.
That's crazy.
So that's crazy. Imagine letting you on a plane today, pregnant, 8 months pregnant. I don't think you get on a plane 8 months pregnant. They'll chase you right off.
They'll be like, "Miss, I'm sorry."
Yeah. So it was like,
how was the adjustment to like growing up in Italy and then coming here? Like, did you speak English there?
No, I didn't speak English, but it was easier for me because speaking, I went to high school. I went to grammar school 1 year plus high school. So it was easier, because you get Americanized. I had a lot of cousins, of course, that were here already. So just, it was easy for me to get the language and, and get to the lingo and to the way, the way it is here. It was a little rough in the beginning because we were, in Italy in '76, there wasn't much, man. Like we came here, poor wasn't the word, you know what I'm saying? We didn't have anything, it took a long time for us to, but with the support of the family.
All the time that they used to have sliced bread with mayo, little tomatoes, salt and pepper. And that's what they used to eat, because of that.
Every day, everything, Sunday night, I remember Sunday nights, we used to eat upanagurta, which is all the hard bread left over from during the week. My mother used to put in a pan, oregano, salt, olive oil, a few tomatoes up on top, some chopped onion, and that was dinner, Now we pay $12.95 for that, it's unbelievable. You know what I'm trying to tell you? But
that builds strong character for hard working. Because there's people that were here before us and don't have anything. They don't own where they live. They don't have a business. So
it was the Italian spirit.
The
Italian spirit. We have great priorities. We have family. Family and family. Family is everything to us. Whether we get along with them or not, we're family. We're hard workers. We save our money. There's good and bad at everybody, but I think for the majority of the time, most Italian people have great, spirit. We work hard, and we have great values. That's basically what it is. It's just we have great values.
No, I agree. When did the baking come into play?
Oh,
did you know? Did you know like
no? So what happened was I was working for one of my uncles doing framing houses. I worked for him for like maybe 10 years. So he calls me up one day. He goes, "Listen, dude, we gotta go to this bakery in Hoboken. It's inside work. I'm gonna try to stretch it out for the winter so we can work inside. But the guy wants us to go now." I'm like, "All right, whatever." Calls us up, says, we got to go there now. He wants to get it done. We went there, and that's how I met Buddy, my father-in-law Buddy. I met Buddy and started working at the bakery doing framing. That's when he was moving from Adams Street to Washington Street. So we worked there for like 2-3 months every day. We were breaking, fixing, and we kind of started a relationship. He liked the way we worked, that we were hard workers, even though I was young, think about it. I was like, this was '88, so I was like 24. I was the first one there, last one gone every day, you know what I'm saying? And we just had a great relationship. And he called, then he opens the bakery, does everything. After we did the construction, I left, whatever. He calls me about a year later, 1989, and he says to me, he goes, what are you doing? I got some more work for you. We had done some other work for him between that, like framed a house here, a house there, did some other work, I got a big job for you to do. I goes, I want you to come down and see it. I'm like, all right, I'll come up Sunday morning. We'll have some coffee, I'll have a cannoli, I'll take advantage of it, I go down and
get something sweet out of it, right?
Yeah, right. So we started talking, whatever, and he says, well, like I got a couple of jobs coming up. He goes, but I really wanted you to come down here to meet somebody, Unfortunately, she's not here right now. When he said she, I was like, So then we started talking again, but who is it? He goes, oh, well, it's my daughter. He goes, remember when you were at the bakery? And then he reminded me, one time when we were working at the bakery, his daughters came to visit. So we were there, but I didn't know who there was his daughters. So I saw these girls there. I was like, oh my God, who's the hot chick? Guys talking,
Yeah.
He goes, yeah. He goes, that's my daughter. I was like, oh, freak, I'm gonna get fired,
Yeah.
He goes, no. I go, I'm sorry. I go, no. He goes, no, don't worry. He goes, he's with that jerk, the boyfriend over there. But he had remembered that I had said that. Long story short, we went out the first time.
Well, that's amazing. So your wife, that's really like old.
My father-in-law set us up.
Exactly. So you can't mess that up.
No. We went together. We started going out September 16th, 1989. 91, October 20th, 91, 27th, we were married. 91, and we have 3 kids. And then what happened? Well, I'm going to go back. What happened was,
a beautiful family.
The construction was kind of went bad after. I don't know if you remember, like construction started going bad, housing started going bad. So I started helping out at the bakery, holidays, weekends, this, that, beam, boom. And while I was working, so then one day he says, just come work more. So I would go Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, or every weekend delivering this, that. Then unfortunately, my father-in-law passed away, And when he passed away, my brother-in-law, buddy, and my mother-in-law said, why don't you just come work here full-time? Just come work full-time. We need the help now. Pop's not here no more. So just come down, work full-time. So I quit that job and I went to work full-time at the bakery. This was 94, and I've been there ever since full-time.
Wow, that's an amazing story.
Yeah. It's I started from the bottom. We delivering every day, just delivering cakes, delivering. Then I started going back, helping out a little bit. Mix the buttercream, do this, do that. Then my brother-in-law says, well, don't stand around wait for us to finish the wedding cakes. Fill up the decorating bag. Start icing the cakes. We call it dirty icing. Start
so
dirty icing.
You're not one of those guys that was a pastry chef, went to school 6 years.
No.
You just got kind of thrown into it.
I went from construction to baking. That's basically how it was. I went from construction.
You're very rare.
I
never heard anybody really do that. You have a very unique path.
It's nice to be passionate about things, but when you get to be a certain point, a certain age in your life, you're more like, it's more about the money, and what's going to make it easier for the family. So I just found it. My wife was there every day, so I got to see her, and every day. Plus, my when we had Mary, my oldest, she would bring Mary there sometimes just to watch her. So it was easy. It was easy. Plus, I like doing it. I like the camaraderie we have with the guys. Danny's there 40 years. He's still there. I work with Danny till today. I worked with him today. Buddy, of course, Sal passed away, but there's some guys there that have been there 20, 25 years that I've known them for a long time. So the camaraderie with the guys, it's something that I like, So
how has being on TV changed your whole experience in the bakery and your life in particular? That now you're very well known across the world, like we were saying.
It's crazy. It's like Buddy always wanted to do bigger and better. He always told his father, we were going to make, Carlos Bakery a household name, but I think he meant like Hudson County over here. I don't think he meant all over the world, but he blew it up. He's the leader of the pack. He really blew it up. I mean, we all helped him, did what we had to do, but he's the leader. He said, this is what we got to do. It was his vision. This is what we got to do. He always wanted to do bigger and brighter things. And, we started just me and him doing stuff on the Food Network, we started doing the challenges,
I
and
remember that,
we lost a couple. Then we
So someone
tied
saw
for
you
one.
guys on the Food Network and was like, "We'll give you your own show."
Well, no, what happened was he had the great idea. He wanted to be on the Food Network, but like back then, the food maybe wasn't that big yet, the bacon and stuff. So we just fell into the lap of TLC doing the reality show. But so where we could take advantage of our Italian heritage and showing how an Italian family grows up. Get it? Growing up Italian,
Exactly.
and show the cakes also. It's hard to sometimes say like how much of it is cake and how much of it is the family. I like to think that it's more about the family, and the bacon part is just a plus of it.
I think so too, because like we were saying, you guys all have a great personality.
Yeah,
People gravitate to you, like they wanna see how you guys interact with each other.
right,
Kind of like fall in love with your family. They
right,
want to see what you guys do.
Yeah, and but like on the show, usually, we do these big cakes. A lot of people say, "Oh my God, do you really have all those things?" Yeah, we really have a birthday party. Like yesterday, my sister-in-law Mary, her two twins turned 17 yesterday. So we went to our
I saw
house,
you
and
posted that. That's your sister's twin.
my sister-in-law Mary.
Okay. I have twins
She
too.
Yeah,
Boy and a
they turned,
girl. I saw that.
yeah.
It reminded me of them. Yeah.
How old are your twins?
5.
5. Yeah, they were 17 yesterday.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
God
They were
bless.
17. So, they got their license today. So it was like a family, yesterday we went there. We had Buddy wasn't there. I think he's in Vegas. Got to go to Vegas.
Yeah, good fam.
Yeah. So we were, we celebrated there, but the whole family was there. We cut cake, whatever. And then, but it's we got 17 grandkids. There's 10 adults. That's 27 people. That's 27 birthdays. Sometimes you don't
So
think.
let me ask you this. There's got to be a lot of pressure when you're doing cake for the family, then, no? Because you got to try to switch it up, not always do the same.
Oh
thing,
God,
right?
no! The best thing to do when it's somebody in the family's birthday is have somebody else do the cake.
Yeah.
Because then if they're not there, at least they can. It's too dry. It's too wet. Why'd you put so much cream? Why didn't you put enough cream? When did you make it? Oh my God! It's only for 10 people. We're 12. You should have made it bigger. You should have made it smaller. Why did you wait? Why did you have to make such a big cake? Oh my God, Jesus H, man. Just be happy you got the cake. You know what's funny? There's never any cake left. We never have enough because we all have a sweet tooth. I swear to God, it's unbelievable.
Aluminum foil over the
plate.
Oh,
remember that?
Take it home. Like always taking it home. That's usually the
move. Who's gonna eat the flour?
Yeah.
Who's gonna eat the flour from the cake? Oh,
How many flowers are in freezers? Like my nonna, like every time we have a cake, like they save those flowers.
They save the flour. Yeah, remember that? Jesus.
You just took me back, man.
But it's what makes us who we are.
It's great because the way I kind of I obviously knew who you were, but my cousin Rosaria went live on TikTok one time, and she was like, "I think Mauro was in the live, like talking from Cake Boss."
Yeah, I was.
And my family loves Cake Boss. Like they've been at least 3 or 4 to your classes, maybe even more.
I remember. I taught a couple of them. I remember when a whole herd came over there. Whole bunch of women came there with your cousin.
All my Zias.
Yeah, all the Zias came, and there were people from Italy there. So they were like, we were like,
like I said, when people from Italy, when I go to Italy, they go, "Ma mai stata Cake Boss?" Like they ask me, "Have you ever been to Cake Boss?" I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, it's kind of far. We're in New York, that's Jersey, and to be honest, I haven't been there. Which kind of said, now that we're friends, I'm gonna come.
Now you gotta come.
Now
you come here once, and I come to you once.
There you go. That's how it works.
All right.
One hand washes the other.
That's it. All right. For this week, give me a break. I want to give a shout out to Angelo's Deli in East Hanover, New Jersey. It's a great little place. He's from Avellino. He's a Kumba just like us. His wife, the daughters are there. It's a little place, but you go in there and they treat you just like one of the family. I love the place. So if you get a chance, if you're around, go to Angelo's Deli in East Hanover, New Jersey. Great place to get a sandwich.
But yeah, so with Azaria, she loves everything you guys do. She even talks to 2 of the girls that also work there, she said.
Yeah, she's friends with a couple. Yeah.
So.
But I follow her. I love the way she interacts with her father, man.
Yeah.
That dude's a pisser. He's a pisser, that guy. I
We
love
gotta
it. He
do
always
some
wears,
stuff for you and him.
yeah, he has the Napoli shirt on. I love
Yeah.
that. The Napoli
He's a
shirt.
big Napoli fan.
Yeah, I'm an Inter fan.
I
Forza
know,
Inter.
like me.
Tu sei interista?
Yeah, we spoke
Atta boy.
about it.
Yeah, yeah,
Spoken
that's
about
right.
it.
That's right. Atta
Yeah.
boy.
I actually have some fun questions for you that
Go ahead, go ahead.
that from when we put that story. Now I'll make them pop up while we're talking once we edit it. So Lavender Lady 88 asked, has a wedding cake ever collapsed or broken on the day of the wedding?
Has a cake ever collapsed or broke? Okay, so what we feared the most, especially on the Saturday night, was the phone ring, and it was one of the restaurants, because all of our we'll get calls from the bakery, like, you know, randomly. But if it was a phone call after 6, it was bad. You know, we all knew it was bad. So yes, it has happened. 99% of the time, it's not our fault. It's in a walk-in box. You know, the waiters and waitresses got to touch it, and and something happens to it, so it needs to be touched up.
What happens in that situation?
We have parts. You know, we have parts. We'll fix it. We've done it plenty of times. Mother's Day, Father's Day, out to dinner for Easter, and people call us. People have weddings. You know, people have weddings every day, every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we've had to fix them. One time was our worst. No, twice I was 401. One time it was who was driving? It was either Joey or my brother. They stepped on the brakes and opened up the trunk of the car, and it was I don't know if you remember the old style church cakes, the big suckers. It was the shape of a church. It was all tiered. Oh, you have no idea.
But you got to build that on the spot or over there?
There wasn't a crumb left of that cake. It was all over the front cab, you want to say? It was all over. So
what happened?
We all went there, though. We all went there. Thank God it happened early enough that we had like 4 or 5 hours, and we had all extra parts. There was like 15 of us. Everybody took a different piece of it, did the piece, then we put it together and we delivered it. It got there like an hour and a half late, but the girl made a big entrance then with the cake and stuff, and we made them happy. And
they were very. When it comes to wedding cakes, right?
What?
There's a lot of pressure when it comes to wedding cakes.
Yes, there definitely was. You know, I used to leave the bakery sometimes. You know, with like, you're talking 5, 6, 7 wedding cakes in the back of the truck. No, back then it was when the Viennese table was really big. So I had like maybe
Venetian
6 cakes, 200 people each. So that's 1,200 people. So I probably had like 2,500 pastries, all the little cake specials and stuff, because we used to deliver to a lot of the little restaurants and private parties and stuff. So sometimes I used to leave with, 600 people were expecting me to deliver this wedding cake with all the rest of the, the stuff. So one time I dropped one. I made a mistake and I dropped one. I had to call my father-in-law and he fixed it. So, but it wasn't too bad. It was fixable. We had to do that. But I can say this: 100% of the time, people got a cake.
Yeah,
100%. Accidents happen. I mean,
that's a big statement, and the fact you guys always fix it.
We had to do what we had to do. We did. And back then too. How can I say it? Back then, the people who bought the wedding cakes from us were also our customers. You know what I'm saying? There were people who came there. Yes, there were people who came there every day, every Friday, every Saturday, or Sunday, and bought cake. They bought their wedding cakes there. They bought the baptisms, the communion, the confirmation, engagement, everything. It was just a different.
So it's like not only are they customers, but they're like a part of the family.
I always tell people, if you came into the bakery on Christmas Eve at 12 o'clock, you could find that same guy there at 12 o'clock every Christmas Eve. He was there because there was a routine. You get up at 8 o'clock, you go to the fish store because you had to eat as Christmas Eve, you had to eat your fish, right? So you went there, you got your fish. Then you went to the deli to get your cold cuts. Then you went to get your bread. Then you went to get your pastries. And then you went home. And then you did, it was like a religious thing for you to do, like a schedule that you had to do. Yeah. And it was like we knew like exactly
a route almost.
And that was good for us because then we knew exactly how much stuff to make for who, like people used to put their orders away. It was just, we had a different relationship with the customer back then. It was all people from Hoboken, a lot of muffates in Hoboken.
Tourists, like a lot of
now it's a big tourist thing, it worked for us and against us. But the old customers are still there. You know what? It's time changing too. The young people today, some of them don't. You know, they don't. They're not gonna. You know, if they get it from here, they get it from here. If they get it from there, they get it from there. It's just a
not only
different.
that, what about people that like try to eat a little healthier too? Don't you think that's
Exactly.
a
Yeah.
big thing too?
People eat healthy. Like our coffee business changed a little bit ever since the coffee can't go on the trains anymore. You know, but you know, we keep up with the trend. We do other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody want to do fondant. We do fondant. Everybody wants whipped cream and buttercream again. Nobody wants fondant anymore. So we know how to do that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, I've seen that. Like it's
Yeah.
like back in like the 90s style, right? Like
Yeah, everybody wants that kind of stuff. So, but it's all good. We, you know, now with COVID, it's a whole different. When we come out of this, we're gonna have to do something else. You know, I'm trying to tell you, we're gonna have to invent something else for the bakery. But we always
always
working
a step
on
ahead.
different.
So I'm sure
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I had another fun question too. All right. This one, I don't even know if I want to say it to spoil it. How do you pronounce mozzarella?
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
People think I'm crazy when I talk. I don't say spaghetti. I say spaghetti. You know, like gabagool. I don't say gabagool. I say capicolo. That's the way I pronounce it Italian. If your name is Sergio, I'm pronouncing it Sergio, not Sergio. It's Sergio. That's the way.
What do you feel about these? Like a lot of people, we were having this discussion before we started this Zoom call, but a lot of people, we were saying we're proud to be Italian, right? And we show it a lot. But how do you feel about people that say that's not Italian? Or let's say you're making something, a cake, and they're like, that's not an Italian cake, or you know, like, do you get that a lot?
Okay. So, perfect example was this weekend. Somebody posted something, not me. Somebody else posted something, and a lot of people. Oh yeah. Some person came to the bakery and she says, and they put it in pieces, like, you know, I'm walking into the bakery, I'm doing this. And Italian people were commenting to them, oh, the cake is not that good. It's too sweet. It's American. They eat too much. I was like, listen, I got mad at this one guy who talked bad about my cannolis. And I said, no. And I could take pride and say my cannolis. Let me tell you something. Our cannolis are fried the same way they fried in Sicily. The same recipe. We're not reinventing the wheel here. It's flour, wine.
Some things are not meant to be changed.
Yes.
People that try to do different things to go.
No, yeah, the Americans, maybe they'll stuff it with something else. They'll do chocolate mousse inside or whatever, and it's okay. But we do our cannolis, we do the original way. You know, we do it with chocolate chips, ricotta cream, impastata, sugar. The shell is flour, vinegar and or wine, whichever way people use a different way, fried. You know, that's just the way, it's not, you know, there's not much difference in the bakery, but I take pride in our stuff. And as Italian Americans, that's one people got to understand. We're Italian Americans. We're Italian and Americans.
But see, so, like, honestly, you are Italian American because you're grown here. But if someone ever says to you, you're not Italian, you're like, I was born with them. You know, like, so you're much.
How can you tell me I'm not Italian? I was born there. I mean, I know Italy before you. When my cousins come here from Italy, they listen to my radio in my car. I have I camaleonti, i ricchi e poveri, i poo. They says, but what the hell are you listening to? Yeah. I'm like, this is the stuff that I remember back in 1976 and 80, and this is what I listened to, and I'm still in love with. Still in love with. Renato Zero. I remember going to Madison Square Garden, paying $10 to go watch Italy playing the World Cup at the garden, behind the garden there, in a big theater, in a closed circuit television, they used to call it back then. It was a room full of Italian people watching this damn game. And now I can watch, you know, Inter play Juventus any Sunday I want on my thing.
$5
back then, but back then I used to go to New York for $10 and I used to watch the game live. You know, it's I'm very proud of being Italian. To me, you can't talk bad about Italy.
The reason why I said that is because when we posted a video you making the baccalà con il patate.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, in Italy we don't make this. I was like,
yeah. But what part of Italy are you from? You know, we eat baccalà with potato, with onions, with this. People do it a different way. You know how Italy is too. You make burrata, some people make it one way. You make wine, some people make it one way, you make it another way. You make i pomodori, you make it one way, somebody else makes it another. It's just eggplant parm. I never remember Parmesan in Italy. It's something that,
Eggplant, I remember eggplant parmesan.
eggplant a little bit, but it wasn't like big like it is here. It's not big like it is here. Now it's big. Lasagna is very big. Bologna it's big. Rome it's very big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to tell you? So it's like my wife. Yeah, my wife. The dog wanted to come in. My boy.
He was dying.
He was dying to come in here.
Come hang out.
Anything that we could do to make people think positive of Italy, because it unfortunately it's the stereotypes. First thing to think of, they all own pizzerias. They all they're all in the mafia. This, a lot of the close-minded people. That's what they think. I don't know, but we got to try to erase that. A lot of people ask me too.
That's why we do what we do, and that's why I really like when I saw all these TikToks you do of you making these dishes at home, and that's why I was dying to sit down and
Yesterday I went to buy 16 pounds of porchetta. I'm gonna make porchetta right after I get off the phone. I gotta prepare it. Tomorrow I'm gonna make porchetta. No, I bought the pork belly. I'm gonna cut it and I'm gonna make it. I never made it before myself. Now I want to make it. You know what I'm saying? So
me right away when I think of porchetta in Italy, when you go to the feast over there, you just put it right on the bread. So I have the last question for this, and then we'll wrap it up. So this guy, it's 2 questions in one. The Calcio guys asked, favorite cake you ever made, and is Inter going to win the Scudetto?
Well, let's do it. The last one's easier. They're definitely going to win. I don't know. They didn't play this week. Some people had COVID on the team. 4 the players had COVID. Yeah. So the goalkeeper and a couple other players.
It kind of helps us that we had it because, we didn't send guys for international duty.
Yeah, they play too much now. I feel it. I was lucky. I played with them. Did you know that? When they came here.
I saw that video on YouTube.
5 years ago?
With Mauro
5, 6 years ago? Yeah. So the guys told me, do you guys have any ideas of any big cakes? I'm like, you know what, dude? I go to the producer. If you could make one thing happen.
What? Hold on, you just froze. Hold on, you just froze. Go. You want to say that?
Yeah,
again?
you froze too. All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the producers, I said, what can we do? And I says, listen, I want to meet the players. Can you get me to meet the players? So they called up Inter. They gave him my phone number. The lady called me, and he goes, buongiorno, sono Tizio Cao, sono uno dei dirigenti dell'Inter. Questo, quello. I says, what? I says, you really? You're one of the guys, one of the people that run. Yeah. It goes, yeah. It goes, the players would love to meet you guys. I'm like, okay. So we got to do a cake. So one thing we led to another. So to do a little skit, we went to Montclair where they were practicing at Montclair State here in New Jersey.
That's awesome.
I said, what do you want to do? So
that actually happened first?
Yeah. So I said,
okay.
I said, my name is Mauro. I said, I would love to, Mauro Icardi back then. He was playing with,
I have like 3 Mauro Icardi jerseys.
Oh, you have no idea. What I have upstairs, you have no idea. So, I would love to, would love to play. He goes, yeah, sure. Mauro Icardi would love to play. So we went to meet Mauro Icardi, Daniela Brosilo. There was a whole bunch, all of them. The whole team was there practicing. And we got to play with them. And then we delivered the cake because they were staying in Hoboken at the W. We got to deliver the cake. We partied with them. They all ate cake. We had dinner with them. We had a great time. So now, I have an open invitation. I have an open invitation to go to Milano anytime I want to again.
Let's
so
go.
I went one.
I'll go with you.
I went one time. Well, one of my friends owns Inter. I'm sorry. One of my friends owns Bologna.
Oh, the soccer team?
Yeah, a guy from Canada. So I have an open.
Really?
Yeah, so I have an open invitation with him too.
There's a couple people from America that ended up buying these teams.
Yep. But it's all good.
And the favorite cake? Yeah, the favorite cake part.
My favorite cake that we ever made. I mean, we made a lot of nice big cakes. Sometimes it's kind of hard. If I had to take one that pops up to my mind right away, it was probably the crocodile that we made the mouth open. That was unbelievable.
Oh, wow, really?
And then of course the one that we did for Bumblebee, we did for what was the name of that movie? Oh my God! When the Transformers. Yeah. That cake took years off our lives. It was like we were so mad at TLC for that cake because they showed nothing compared to what we did. That cake was like like 12, 13 feet up in the air. I
Wow.
mean, we built the car, the hand spun, the eye spun, the head spun. We did so much work.
I gotta check that one out.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. But they're all good. People sometimes says, "Oh, you use a lot of Rice Krispie treats. You use a lot of wood." Well, no, when you want to do something 14 foot tall, you got to have some kind of supports in there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm trying to tell you? So we,
what do
you know,
how do you
yeah,
even deliver a 14-foot cake?
in pieces.
Oh
In
yeah,
pieces.
yeah.
You know when we got to the Javits Center, they had to take the windows out of the front to bring the cake in. It didn't fit. It didn't fit.
That's why it took years out of your life.
It took years off our lives, but we did it. That's all I meant. When
All
it was
right.
finished, it was amazing. It was
Mauro,
amazing.
you're truly a great guy, and I'm
Thank
looking
you.
forward to building a relationship with you.
Thank you.
for
And
your
I want to
time.
thank you. I want to thank you first of all for doing what you do, all your
Thank you.
skits and stuff. But I like that. That there's other people out there, and there's a lot of us that are trying to make
Mhm.
people understand what it means to be Italian. It's not all about pizza. It's not all about a pizzeria and a deli and this
Our
that.
movies.
It's what's in our hearts as being Italian. It's what our parents taught us. Like look at my father-in-law, look at my mother-in-law. They instilled great things into their kids, and they kept the business going.
Mhm.
And that's what I fell in love with too. My father-in-law came here with nothing. He had nobody, no father, nobody. Just the mother was here and a couple of sisters. And he says, I got to go to work, and he started working hard. And Mr. Gustafaro, the owner of the bakery, saw that he wanted to work hard, but none of his kids wanted to do anything with the bakery, and sold him the bakery. And then Carlos Bakery
That's a
became,
great story. Great story.
yeah, he started with nothing, dude. He started with nothing. Mr. Gustafaro, that was the original. His name was Carlo Gustafaro. And none of his kids wanted to do it. So he said to my father-in-law when he wanted to retire, he goes, do you want to buy it? So my father-in-law bought it in 63. And it was under his tutelage that it became what it was, until the day he passed away.
It's the story of the underdog, the Italian-American immigrant,
Yeah,
Like, thank you for your time. And I just wanted to say,
my pleasure.
the same way you're saying that, you guys are a great team at Carlos. We're all here, and we're a team also. Like, I can't do this on my own. So I give credit to my cousin, my sister, and everyone we have involved, and even people like you that we could reach out to and do something like this. And, we're just reaching out to so many people because you have a whole following. We have a whole following, and just combining it together to show people that this is real. It's not, a gimmick, and we truly love what we do, love who we are, where we come from.
Exactly. I ain't gonna change for nobody. If you like me, good. If you don't like me, just as good.
Just swipe to the next one.
Swipe to the next. It's like that. That's the way I am. And I think that like I said before, people recognize that. They see that it's not set up. It's just how it. Even Buddy on the show, that's the way he is. He's the baby of four. He's got 4 older sisters, and he's the baby.
Yeah, I remember that from the show.
My wife changed his diapers. My wife wiped his butt when he was a baby because my mother-in-law had to go to work.
That's how it was.
Had to go to work.
Exactly. That's how it was when people back in the day, like my Zias, they all tell me there were 6 girls, 2 boys. One of the daughters cooked. One of the daughters did the laundry. One of the daughters made the bed. It's like you would have kids to have an army, and do stuff for you.
Back then, that's why they had kids, to have an army.
Exactly, for help.
Yeah.
Now kids are bills, how about your kids?
Yes, we're very lucky. Well, the whole family, all the grandkids, they're all the cousins. They're very close. They talk all the time. There's a family group. Like today, this morning, Lucia and Joseph went for their test. The whole family knew in 10 seconds. They have a group. We have a group text and text everybody. We passed our test. Everybody's congratulating them. My phone's going bing, 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 bing.
That's what it's all about.
Those are nice things. Nice things.
It makes you feel good too,
Hell yeah. We're doing something good.
Somebody to depend on. Mauro, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. I'm going to come for sandwich and we got to make a TikTok together.
Yeah, let's do it. Hold on. I'm going to end this and then we'll see you talking. But everybody, thank you guys for all tuning in.
Grazie.